Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L. Welcome to One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 6. The live reaction version. Alright, man, I'm expecting this to be alright. I think. It's a tournament arc. I feel like that's going to be exciting, right? I think. Quick house cleaning notes. I'm running a little bit late, so most videos are going to be late this week. It's just work, right? It just happens. Schedules go out of control. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 6. Here he comes. The one they're waiting for. Who is it? Oh, it's Suiryu. I know who it is. You know, I'm betting on Suiryu here. Okay, the subtitles were getting cut off, so I'm just... No, it doesn't work up here either. There's just no easy way of doing this. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that was good, though. Ooh, you know, this season has been really good at detailing like how far people get blown away. Shit. The uprising of the monsters. Oh, buddy. Probably means a bunch of monsters gonna show up. Man, Snack always having such lofty goals. Yeah, that's a distinction. A class is like, it's worth something, right? How did that guy know to go to the security booth? That's a lot of clout to be able to go to the security booth like nothing. I mean, that's A-class, man. He's an A-class hero, like come on. People don't really understand this. Although that's been a big thing with the martial artists. Like the martial artists in general, they're just pretty cocky. So that's kind of... It's consistent at the very least. At least Genos is doing stuff. I mean, yeah. Doing his work as a hero. Is that legal? Wow, okay, I guess martial arts is pretty heroic. I wonder if that guy's Russian. He looks Russian. Well, Japanese Russian. Good on Genos. Good on Genos going through the small fry. But that guy's kind of creepy in terms of concept. Oh, we're just going into it, huh? It's unfortunate that Genos is always the one that gets like destroyed the most. It's because they can afford to destroy him, but it's unfortunate. Oh my god, a cockroach man. He's long-running feud with okay, alright. I mean, cockroaches can survive nuclear blast, man. I wish I could see what happened. Oh, Saitama, I wish you could be just a little bit more respectful to the craft. But I know that's not your character. I guess it'll be cool to see this guy's martial arts. I mean, maybe they'll make it pretty, who knows. This guy's pretty intense. You know, I think he really likes violence. Mr. Ignoramus. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Oh, he does look like one, too. And Genos is already getting destroyed. Man, I really don't like we're skipping so many fights. But okay. I wonder if they're talking about a certain ninja that always bothers people. Yeah, okay, they are talking about it. I wish they could be a bit more subtle. Yeah, I feel like this is just building up for, oh jeez, what's her name again? I forget. Tornado. That's a fetish. Oh yeah, it was Tornado. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that gives her a lot to think about. Poor girl. He has his own battles. Like, he can help the situation. I feel bad for him. I love that Saitama was on the toilet. Alright, man, like, I think that episode gave us a lot to talk about. Honestly, I think it was really good. Oh! Nice! So those are actually pretty good numbers. They took down quite a few. Anyway. Yeah, man, I think that was a pretty good episode. Now, in terms of important notes, like, honestly... I don't think there's anything super important in the first half. Because it's just you're kind of seeing people fighting all the time. Not really anything worthwhile there, aside from just people setting themselves up to get wiped. Maybe Suryu, it was interesting, but again, I don't think he really stepped up for the first bit. And Genos' parts for here, there's nothing really worthwhile aside from him realizing that, or acknowledging that Sonic is, well, faster than him. So, like, that was cool. It's the second half of the episode, I think, where the majority of the cool stuff actually lies in terms of talking. Just because, well, here you have, well, with this scene, you get the setup for the remainder of the arc. Or, you know, you get an idea of where we're going. You get a note about how bureaucratic this whole situation is, how much money matters in this whole situation with the Hero Association. Moving on, there's Genos' fight, which is just, like I said, this is where you get the Sonic bit. And then you go into the parts that involve Fubuki, and then the part that involves Snek. And honestly, the Fubuki part, I think, is interesting only for the fact that Tornado or Tatsumaki shows up whenever Fubuki gets hurt. I think that's a really important note. I think because it plays into their relationship, and you know there is some like wrinkle to the relationship, and it's cool that we're getting that little bit of detail there. Like honestly, when you hear that part that she knows whenever her sister's being hurt, that's pretty much saying like the girl cares about her sister. Maybe they may not get along well. Maybe Fubuki has a bit of an inferiority complex. But it's important to make the distinction there. So that's one of the important things that come out from this fight. When it comes to the next person, and I think really the next person that's worthwhile or worth anything is Snek. This is just a bigger talk about the philosophy of heroes. Like at the end of the day, the thing is, heroes can be put in check, right? If you have heroes, well, aside from maybe Saitama and Tatsumaki, if you have heroes being put in check, I think it's reasonable to need to have the other heroes. Like, yeah, you know, Moomin isn't going to be beating a lot of people, but his contribution might save one more person when everyone else is busy. And that's the important thing. So I think they did a really good thing here, juxtaposing Snek's little thing with a shot of Moomin. Because it's showing, like, even the weak guys have a place in this whole thing, especially when there's coordinated attacks. The weak will show up and become way more important when you have those large-scale things. Yeah, they can't be involved directly, but having one of the weak heroes there might be what, well, kind of influences whether one person more gets saved in any kind of disaster situation. So I do hope that Snek gets a little bit of a character arc here, because he is getting set up for it. And I feel bad that he makes me feel bad. He legitimately makes me feel bad. Like, I legitimately want him to at least be worth something. And to be fair, again, he's like the A class. He's the bottom of the A class, but he's still A class. That's worth something. Yeah. They really make me care. And he started off as a jerk too, so I think that they've done a good job with Snek. I wonder, because we know that there's an enemy coming into the tournament, I do wonder if Snek's going to have an opportunity to at least, well, do something that influences someone's life. If Snek saves even one person, I think he's worth having as a hero, along with every other lower class hero. Like, they are worth having. Now, any other things? You also got Siryu's little thing there that he doesn't really train anymore. Whatever, that's just a character type. It just informs you of his characterization. It's going to be interesting to see him clash with Saitama, because there is that commonality that after a point, Saitama doesn't really train. And Saitama's kind of frivolous as well. I mean, like, he's in the bathroom all the time. I wonder if the guy's having a bad day. But yeah, overall, I think it was a good episode of One Punch Man when it came to the second half. The first half was just, it's unfortunate that we're not getting to see the fights. I wonder if it's because there's just too many fights. But yeah, I have to look at the manga too. Maybe the manga did the same thing with skipping, because if the manga is skipping the fights too, like, it's not really a worthwhile complaint. Anyway, guys and girls, let me know what you thought down below, what you enjoyed about this episode, and till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.